Okay, this is I won't call it brief because I'm not sure it will be brief, but this is a tutorial that after grading almost 40 comps since March, the number one issue that most people who have submitted their ePortfolio has been the APA formatting on the annotated bibliography. So I've taken a break from grading comps and just reflecting on a wonderful Saturday evening and decided that I would create a video after searching for a decent citation creator. I found Citation Machine. I've used it before and had issues with it, and I'm sure I will still have issues with it. But of all the ones I have reviewed, it appears to be the easiest one to modify when necessary. Okay, so having said that, I'm at their website, and let's back up a little bit. It's actually citationmachine.net. So this is where we're going to start off. And we're going to click on popular styles. We're only worried about APA style, which gets us back to the page we were at a while ago. Well, I want to make sure you saw how to do that. Okay. We're also talking about the differences in the different type of articles or books or journals that you can use for your annotated bibliography. I would say avoid popular magazines at all costs. You have your scholarly journals and you have your practitioner journals, and you have various things in here that you will have access to this document, but we want to focus on those two types of journal articles or websites. All right, so we're in APA. And then it's, where do we go to get information? How can I find these articles? Well, Google Scholar is a fantastic one. And let's say we're talking about school principles. All right. So we have an article here. And it's a book. So we're going to click on it. Looks like that is the abstract, but it doesn't really give us the book title itself. I mean, it gives us the book title. Let's see. But no way to access it. So we're going to back out. And we're going to scroll, and this is when we have access to the full article. Or we should have it anyway. Well, that's 2 strikes. Oh, wait a minute. Download full text. And that might have been available in the other one. Okay, preparing school principals with national perspective on policy programs and innovations. Okay. Not sure we're going to get what we need here, but we're going to try. So I've copied the URL. I'm going to come back up here. It says it's a book. We're going to see what happens. No results found. Okay. This is where we were. So we're going to try it this way. We're going to copy the title. Go back into Citation Machine. Paste it in. Click search. And Elizabeth Hale, and I think that is the individual. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to select it. And we're going to do the final step. Okay, so it's filled in all this information for us. There's 2 authors. Tells us who distributed it in the year. There's no DOI. There's nothing else. Okay, before we go any further, a title, when it's inside a reference, and apparently these online resources do not have the capability of determining what should be capitalized and what should not be capitalized. So this is up to you to come in here and capitalize it like you would a sentence. Everything is lowercase unless it is a proper noun, person, place, or thing. Okay, so let's create the citation. All right, so let's take a look at it. Preparing school principals, a national perspective on policy and program innovations. Seems a little strange. There's a semicolon, and I probably took that out myself. We're going to edit. If it'll let us. Okay, it is spinning. Because we need a colon. Here we go. We need a colon right there. And then, this is a great example, the first word following the colon is capitalized. Okay, that looks much better. So we're going to update the citation. And principal, much better. You can copy it. Now, when you do copy it, just know when you paste it that you still have a little bit of editing to do because you need to double space your reference. Okay? So let's do another one. Back into Google Scholar. This is a working paper. Let's take a look at it. We can download the full text. We're going to copy this much here. Go back into the citation. And take a look at it again. Damon Clark is the author. Okay, we put it in as a book, so that probably didn't help us any. It's a paper, a working paper. It's in ERIC, so it's online. So we're going to see if it'll look at it as a journal. It does take a while to figure this stuff out. I'm not seeing it in there. About this point, I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to use that resource. It's not always this difficult. Book. This is an ERIC journal, so let's see what happens here. This is coming from looks like practitioners or journal. Well, hang on. Okay, here we go. I'll copy it. I'm going to put it in here and see what happens. Okay. Joyce Epstein is the author. Looks like that's it right there. So we're going to select it. We're going to do the final step. Okay. Same thing we got to do here. We have to lowercase it. Because none of these, except for school, is the first word. And none of these are a proper noun. All right. We don't have to worry about date accessed anymore. The URL is right here. And let's see what happens. Okay. Tells us that we have an error right here. Place of publication not identified. All right, let's grab this, go back up. Of course, we need to edit again. Place of publication. Oh, I didn't grab the right thing. So, looks like Reston, Virginia. Okay. Probably should have got rid of all of that before I type this in. And then VA. Like I said, it's not a perfect system, but if you'll do these short, simple things, and what I'm sharing with you now, sure will make my job easier, as well as your job, because if it's not done correctly, you'll hear about it from me. All right, so now let's see. Oh, that looks perfect. And again, when you copy this, you know that you're going to have to make this double spaced. But that one looks good. Okay, so that's a couple that I pulled from Google Scholar. Let's take a look at Fort Hays webpage. All right, so I'm going to type in here. Same thing I just got through typing. I'm just searching all of Fort Hays. National Study with School Principals. Let's see. Preparation induction for school principals, global perspectives. I'm still looking for something that looks interesting. Oh, this looks interesting. Okay, so we're going to pick this one. And we have the full text available. Okay, it's an international journal. We're going to copy that. Put it in here. See what happens. Ramazan. I butchered that pretty badly. Well, kind of like we did before. If I can't find it really quickly, then we move forward. Okay, this is where we were. I'm going to back up. We're going to load more results. That didn't give us anything. Okay, back up. You do remember I told you that I cannot guarantee that this is going to be a brief tutorial. Okay, let's check this one out. And I'm glad I did, because anytime you see peer reviewed, that denotes that this is a academic journal. Okay, the author's name was Meredith George. I think we've got it right there. All right, so we're going to select. We're going to do another final step. Let's see if there's anything we need. There's a full text available. For some reason, it's not giving it to us here. We can go here. Well, you can search or continue to search. We won't worry about that right now. Okay, but what we do need to worry about is capitalization. And as I said earlier, sure would be nice if we had something that did this for us, but we don't. So we deal with it. But it does give us a really nice looking citation. Once we're done. Okay. See how that looks. Oh, we didn't need the URL anyway because of the DOI. Okay, so last name, first initial, middle initial, and last name, first initial, middle initial, date, school principles, perceptions, exceptions for physical education. The journal is italicized, so is the volume. Okay, the pages that the article came from. Da 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 da. Okay, well, if you follow these simple steps in creating the references for your annotative bibliography, then that'll be a section that you can get through rather painlessly. And I can review it because it's so simple for me to be able to see this, especially now after doing 30 comps and looking at a minimum of 300 references listed on those 30-something comps. Okay, I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully this video will help you. Again, it's citationmachine.net. And then you'll click on Popular Styles, and then you'll click on APA, and then here you go. Now, if you have something that doesn't fit this criteria across, just click here on Other. And if you want to put in a letter, a manuscript, any of these things here, it will guide you. I've noticed several dissertations that were used for referencing purposes. So this is where you'd go for that. Okay, well, I am going to conclude this video and tell you good luck. Thank you for watching.